social media family, let me tell you something. Me as a melanated Caribbean nationality person who grew up in USA, I will be the first to tell you I hate the damn southern states in USA. Why? It's racist as fuck. Colorism is all-time high in the southern states of USA towards melanated skin color people, right? Especially the spiritual ones. You know me, I was birthed in the western states of the United States, but my parents had me grow up in the southern states of the United States. I had to deal with racist ass Louisiana and all these racist ass southern states for the most part of my life. You know, that shit suck ass. That shit is lame. Like a melanated person like me was supposed to grow up out in the eastern places and the western places. Because you know, when the so-called USA corporate country was founded, did you know that a lot of these African and Caribbean people that did made a choice to want to migrate to USA, they always migrated to the western states or the eastern states, because at least in the western and the eastern states, there were going to be more vibrant, soulful, vibrational people than it would be in the south of the United States. Why do you think there was so many European pilgrims, European patriots, European Yankees in the damn southern states told a lot of melanated skin color people to take their asses back to Trinidad, or take their asses back up north, or back up east, or back up west? Why do you think you always heard that? Because the damn south, man, the south was, bro, a lot of European folks, when they came to USA, they migrated to the southern states, while the melanated people, they migrated out in the western states. You know, California, it has the spirit of Khalifa, right? Empress Khalifa, Queen Khalifa, whatever you want to call her. A lot of melanated people go out that way. You know? Man, this is going to be a deep topic because it's sad as fuck, man. Like, bro, let me tell you this. Like, my experience and so many melanated people's experience in the southern states, a lot of melanated people always had to sit there and avoid people every day just by growing up in the damn southern states. The only melanated people who like the southern states are fucking Masons and people that be in like college fraternities. Those be the only melanated people who like the southern states. But for melanated people like me, I hated the damn South. Like, bro, it's so damn racist and colorism out there. And bro, like me personally, I had to like make myself be a homebody because I grew up in the southern states. Now, if I had grew up out in the west, I wouldn't never been a homebody. I would have been enjoying going out and actually be around people that were just like me, because a lot of people out in the western states and the eastern states, they are just like me. Like, there's no melanated person that ever said they hated living out in New Jersey. They hated living out in Rhode Island. They hated living out in New York. They hated living out in Pennsylvania. You never heard a melanated person say that. You never heard a melanated person say they hate California. They hate Arizona. They hate Oregon. You never heard this in your life. Like, melanated people be feeling like gods out in the western states and the eastern states. And melanated people feel like trash out in the southern states. While the European folks, they feel like some damn gods out in the damn South, especially in racist ass Louisiana. And you know, Louisiana, it's so damn comparable to Washington, D.C. because Washington, D.C. is the South, since it's the nation's capital with its fucking Yankee Doodle asses. Washington, D.C. and Louisiana have in common, they're both racist and they're both colorists to the damn fullest. You know, like the southern, man, the South is just lame as fuck for melanated people, man. I guarantee you right now, all those melanated people that you be seeing doing skits and like anime skits and all type of skits on social media, those melanated people are probably out in some California right now. They had to be. Because if a person can just, if a melanated skinned person could just comfortably do skits out in public for social media, you know they had to be out west. You know they had to be out in a western state like California somewhere where there's no racism, there's no colorism. They ain't got to worry about no ignorant ass melanated people, you know, like fucking putting colorism hate on them like it is in the South, because the South is trash as fuck to me. You know, if I guarantee you right now, all those melanated people that you saw that be doing that be getting so much love out in the Western states and so much love out in the Eastern states, just from like doing skits on social media, you put those melanated people who grew up in the Western states and the Eastern states, you put them down South, they're gonna experience racism and colorism, and man, they're gonna hate their existence just for being in the South as a melanated person. Like, these are all facts, man. Why do you think a lot of melanated skinned people who did choose, these melanated people out in the Caribbean and African countries, when if they did make a choice to come to USA, they had the intelligence to choose the eastern locations and the western locations? Why you think in New York there's a lot of Haitians, Jamaicans, St. Lucian people, Trinidad people, all these African, all these Caribbean people? Why you think it's so many of these African and Caribbeans out in the eastern and the western states, and it's hardly they hardly come down south? Why? Because the South is so damn fucking racist towards Africans and Caribbeans. These are all fucking facts. Like, bro, especially Louisiana racist ass. Like, I'm surprised Louisiana's not the nation's capital with its fucking racist ass. Like, bro, let me tell you this. Like, me, when I grew up in Louisiana, bro, I always had to avoid people because they were so damn racist. And the ignorant ass melanated people out there are so damn colorist. Like, if you didn't have no fucking country ass if you didn't have no country accent, bro, you were considered weird to them. Like, bro, like, colorism and racism in Louisiana is fucking trash. I hated it. I hate the damn South. Louisiana is just like fucking Florida racist ass. Like, for real, the South is racist as fuck. Just like Washington, D.C. is racist and colorist as fuck. My brothers and sisters that grew up in the Western states, they never had to deal with racism or colorism. They was loved by so many people. Now, and check out this mind-blowing shit. My brothers and sisters, my brothers and sisters who existed way before me, who grew up in California, they was actually loved by European white folks. How often do you hear about European white folks having love for melanated skinned people? Rarely. Because they grew up out west in California, where there's hardly no racism, hardly no colorism. Now, my brother and sister had grew up out in the southern states, they would never had got love from all these different ethnicity groups at all. Because the South is so damn closed-minded. All these well-known people, all these well-known melanated people that you see on social media, if they had grew up in the South, I guarantee you they wouldn't be well-known then. They would not have the social media following that they would have had if they had grew up in places like Louisiana or Arkansas or any racist-ass, colorist southern state of USA, bro. Like, literally, bro. The South the southern states was never meant for melanated people. Look at the environments. Look at the way it's no mountains, no oceans, no desert. A lot of melanated people that's living out in New Jersey, man, they be having the fucking time of their life. The melanated people that's living out in Oregon, Arizona, Nevada, they be having the time of their life, man. They don't be depressed. Melanated skinned people be so damn depressed down south because they get so much racism and colorism hate. And I'm talking about the spiritual melanated people, but the spiritual melanated people that's living out east in the western states, they don't have a depressed look on their face because they're getting so much love from other soulful vibrational people, man. The South is whack as fuck to melanated people. If you're not a European white person, avoid the South. Avoid Louisiana. Avoid all these southern states. If you ain't no European white person, or you ain't no ignorant ass melanated person who sound uneducated, avoid the damn South. Like, do yourself a favor and just be out in the western states and the eastern states, y'all. Or better yet, just go to the African and Caribbean countries where your melanated people actually came from and call it a day.